I'm going to be honest, I was not expecting for this controller to actually work. So apparently FPV FREERIDER, but the gimbal has actually so... Oh my package arrived. You know, this YouTube channel gravitates only around FPV simulators, and in order to practice in one, you need an FPV remote controller, which can get quite expensive. But now, this STARDRONE RC S8 remote controller is the first of its kind to have on this channel. And if everything is good with it, it can be game-changing for how to get into flying FPV drones with practicing in FPV simulators. I must admit, this unit was sent to me for free, but this is a non-sponsored and non-affiliate video, so everything I share here about this RC is my pure personal and professional opinion. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Gabriel and I'm the guy behind FPV Simulators YouTube channel and this website fpvsimulators.com, which soon to be launched since forever. And I create content around FPV simulators to the best of my abilities and knowledge. So now let's see what do we have here. Okay, we have two user manuals. One is in English and one apparently is in Chinese. Okay, let's take the English one. Yeah, that's FREERIDER Recharge, FPV LOGIC Simulator, DLC, DRL. Alright, so apparently from the very beginning we got a user manual telling you exactly how to calibrate this remote controller in every FPV simulator, at least everyone listed here. Hopefully can be supported by more of them. Apparently according to this, support the DRL simulator, DLC simulator, uncrushed FPV, FPV LOGIC, FPV FREERIDER. I'm not entirely sure about the other ones. That's why in this video we are going to test all of them. What I have here on the screen, not sure it can focus this camera, including Liftoff micro drone, TRYP FPV, VELOCIDRONE, DRL was there, EREA drone, and we also have the FPV SKY.DIVE, which is not on this list, and we'll see if they are being supported as well alongside this beautiful controller. That looks nice. Looks pretty much like a PS5 controller, PS4, like a joystick. To compare this one, I'll compare it with the DJI FPV remote controller 2. Basically pretty much the same size, maybe a few millimeters smaller than the DJI FPV remote controller. Of course, much lighter, probably half weight of DJI one, and probably like 10% of the price, to be honest. If you want to bypass all technicalities about this remote controller, you can find the timestamp in the description below or just below the video, and you can skip straight to the section where we test it on different FPV simulators. In the box, a qualified certificate. Put this aside for now and let's focus on the controller at hand. So we have the sticks into a bag. They are very similar to the original ones which you can find with the DJI FPV remote controller. And let's screw this in, and we have an likely to be, yes, it's an USB-C cable to be able to connect to your computer, to USB-A. I already have a cable connected to my computer, which is pretty much long. I'll try to see if it works with this. If not, I'll connect this cable. And let's see. Usually the DJI remote controller, you can connect it via this port, which sometimes can get a little bit in the way. But I like this design and the ability that you can connect it with on the back side and instantly it lights up. It doesn't have any battery, so I think the moment you disconnect it, it just goes off. Hopefully it's gonna be fine. Let me just put this cable around here. And it does have one button. Alright, let's look at the features for now. Let me set up the camera for that and we're gonna get back in a second. Alrighty, so I went a little bit over this joystick manual. And apparently, according to it, it also should support liftoff and crashed, although it doesn't have any configuration set up on the other side of it. Apparently, it does have 8 channels, which is for analog channels, which we are looking at. We have the throttle, which is unlocked. It does not self-center like a normal drone. It's a full FPV throttle, very, very smooth. We have the yaw, that's on mode 2, of course. And then we have the pinch and we have the roll, which is pretty solid. And yeah, and we also have the 4 switch channels. This with 2 levels, 3 levels, 3 levels, and 2 levels. And oh my god, it is actually so lightweight. I'm not joking. But wait, let's get into a game in a second. Okay. Okay, so once again, let me start with design. I hope you see it well here. It's actually very lightweight, and I'm not joking. Compared to the DJI FPV remote controller and any other RCs, which they have batteries, this doesn't have, and battery is the most heavy thing you can find in a controller. And according to this, it should weigh only 140 grams. The feel is very nice. I like the feel. It's nice leather, this part, but I think I'm not sure it's original red leather. It's more like plastic, but it has a grip. At least it has a nice grip on the sides, on the both sides, while on the rest of the controller is pure matte. Okay, so we are going to start with Liftoff simulator. Apparently I need to calibrate it, so it does recognize it as StartRC, which is a good thing. Straight away, let's go for calibration and start calibration. So far so good, and I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm not joking now. It's not because I got this controller for free, but the joysticks actually feel like really good quality. Now let's see the smoothness in the game. We was able to set up the FPV noise toggle on axis 5. Alright, the flight mode, recognize axis 11. Let's put reset for now. Axis 6, camera angle up. Axis 4 minus, camera angle down. Axis 4 plus. Apparently it has 2 functions. You can go plus minus depending the direction you go. And of course my microphone was off. So bear with me guys, I'm sorry if the audio quality wasn't that good. But let's just carry on for now. Okay, it's not bad at all. Actually, it's very smooth. I wasn't expecting for this. I was really not expecting for this. Ooh. Trust me, this is the first time I'm playing an FPV simulator with this controller. So I got adjusted straight away. And it feels nice. Let's try to crash it, the drone. Okay, let's reset. Yep, button is binding, reset. Camera angle, oh, that's be quick. In short bursts. But the point is that the binding is working. What I put here, I even forgot. Can't remember. And this, the noise on and off. All right. Oh, I put it horizontal. Okay, that's level, that's acro mode. Okay, so let me give you some feedback. Until now, my first hand experience. Let's crash this so we can reset it. So my first experience, I'm going to be honest with you, if you are a beginner and trying to get into flying FPV drones, you definitely need to start with an FPV simulators. But you know, most FPV remote controllers can get quite expensive. That's because you buy an FPV remote controller just to fly an FPV drone. Alright, so my first hand experience, I practiced a little bit with it. It's actually very smooth, very accurate. It has a little bit of small dead end, just a very tiny bit, but I wouldn't expect less. Even like that, 99% you can actually Ooh, I wanted to do this. Oh my god. I'm retracting what I said. I was not expected for that. I was not expected for a product so cheap actually to work so well. It has a very little dead end in the center. A very tiny bit, maybe a 0.1% to say. It doesn't affect your flight in any way, but I felt it because with the DJI remote controller too, I don't have that, and that's just very minor thing you may observe if you have some of the best controllers, FPV remote controllers on the market, which costs hundreds of dollars at least. And for this one, I was not expected. I had some cheap remote controllers before, and they were indeed terrible, not compared to this one. I actually like it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I like it. Let's do one more flip. Oh. And the buttons assignment, they are working just fine. And 3D, horizon level mode, acro mode, and camera angle. So let's go a bit crazy with that. And we crashed. Yep. So let's carry on with other simulators. Alright, we carry on with the Liftoff micro drones because we're still on Liftoff EREA, the hub. So let's try to calibrate quickly here. It's recognized straight away. We skipped for now assign button, so we get straight to the simulator. Ooh. So far so good as well. It's working just fine. I'm just a terrible pilot, but controller is working just fine. Just good. Ooh. But the gimbal is actually so smooth. Oh. Let's park here and let's carry on. So far so good. Right, now is now. Let's try the big walls. TRYP FPV. Okay. So it's recognized straight away. We have the mode 2 and axis recognized, all of them perfectly fine. Let's just calibrate it. I think it's fine. Let's set up the restart to bind it on this key to see if it's working, and it's working. Camera angle, let's use this up, and sub camera angle, let's use this down. Anyway, I see most of those are assigned already, but let's get straight into the game. Solo. Let's go to Bardwell's house. Oop. Some reason graphics are okay. It loaded now. Alright. Not bad, but for some reason it doesn't load the graphics. I think it's from the game. always had a little bit of issues with TRYP FPV because here it's supposed to be some kind of fence. And let's try to see. No, it's not anymore. Maybe they removed the fence. Did Bardwell remove the fence? We'll try some other maps as well. Let's try to reset. Oh no, that's camera angle. Hold on. Camera angle. Reset is this. Yep. All good. Reset. All good. Let's do camera angle. Okay, it's not responding. I can see the 30, but it's not readjusting. And that's okay. Could be TRYP FPV. It worked just fine with Liftoff. And I hope I pressed record. So far so good with the controller. Not with the game, not with the simulator, with the controller. Still feel that little bit of dead zone, but it's very minor. Right, next one is FPV LOGIC. Let's go to controller. It's recognized automatically. I don't even think it needs calibration, but we're gonna calibrate it anyway. Okay, so here we are. And the graphics, for some reason, they are very low. Let me just deal with this a second. We didn't set yet reset or any. Oh, okay, so that works. Hold to reset. And this is FPV mode and line of sight. That is cool. Okay. Oh, that's acro mode, alt mode. And this is slow motion. Oh my god. Already assigned. Okay, so the buttons are already assigned. And it works just fine. No issues at all. Okay, so no issues at all, absolutely none with FPV LOGIC and the STARDRONE RC. Well, it says here StartRC. So let's carry on with another simulator. Okay, we are in VELOCIDRONE and the controller has been recognized straight away. StartRC. I'll put assign controller and I map the axis. Let's assign the sticks and calibrate it. Okay, finally after 6 minutes and we are in a lap. It doesn't matter now because we are not going to do the lap, but I just wanted to see if the VELOCIDRONE is responding very well to this controller, which obviously you can see it right now. It's working just fine like the other ones. There are no issues. That's a good way to learn some racing. Maybe I'm terrible at racing, I'm gonna tell you that. So if I create any kind of racing content, don't trust me, okay? I'm joking, it's fine. We all learning, even the most experienced pilots, they're still learning every day and improving. All right, that looks good. Just clean a bit. All good. Okay, now we are in DRL Simulator or Drone Racing League, and the controller is also recognized straight away without any kind of issues. We are going to do some quick calibration like on everything else. Okay, so with the DRL you need to do some extra calibration and sensitivity on your brace to be able to make this work fine, because with what they give you the stock ones, for some reason they are not exactly accurate. So but with a little bit of twitch this is working just fine. But to be able to work just like that, as you can see, I had to drop the rates on controller sensitivity as much as this, but I have no idea why. It could be the DRL. Everything else is working just fine. The DRL, yeah, DRL. Okay, so let's jump next one. Okay, we are on EREA drone. EREA. I hope I'm saying it right. And the controller has been recognized, StartRC. And let's see if the axes are being, looks fine to me. Should we calibrate it? Centered. All seems good. Everything seems to be responding extremely well. This is EREA drone. For those who don't know, this simulator is not that popular, but it's a good one. Still have a little bit of bugs, but I see they keep releasing updates regularly. And yes, indeed, EREA drone is working well, fantastically well with the StartRC. Okay, I haven't assigned any axis. Oh, just me crashing. No, there's nothing automatically assigned. That's fine. I'm pretty much confident, as with the other FPV simulators, when you are actually assigned axis, though it's working just fine. Oh, it's pretty realistic, isn't it? Yeah, done that intentionally. Anyway, let's carry on to the next one. Okay, so this is FPV FREERIDER recharged. Let's calibrate the controller. Right, we got into the FPV view, and I haven't set. It seems to be working just fine. Apparently, FPV FREERIDER is working just fine, without any kind of issues with this controller, of course. Alright, let's go to the next one and the last one. Okay, and the last one is the FPV SKY.DIVE, which is one of the very few FPV simulators which are for free to play. Literally, you can find it on Steam. It's free. They didn't sponsor me ever or anything. I haven't played much because I have other FPV simulators that I paid for, but we are going to test this one. Acro mode, field of view, camera angle is fine. Let's try to calibrate. Throttle, we assign throttle. So let's get with some of the free maps. Okay. That's a little bit fast. But talking about this controller, specifically, not the simulator, it is working just fine. Alright, I'm a bit terrible, but that's fine. Let's try. Which one was the set? This was the reset. Switch was okay. Okay, so now the conclusion. I'm back to Liftoff, and I'm gonna just practice a little bit more while I'm talking about this StartRC FPV remote controller, the R8 version. I wasn't expected for that. I'm going to be honest, I was not expected for this controller to actually work so well and to work with all these FPV simulators, which I tried, and it's working with all of them without any kind of issues except for the DRL, but I think it's more because of the game, where I actually had to lower a little bit too much the rates just to be able to calibrate accordingly, so for this to work just fine. But even like that, I made it work, and with all the other FPV simulators it's fine. After all this time of practicing in these simulators, I can tell you straight away, I love this controller. It's not heavy, it's very accurate, it has the very slight less of dead zone. You can see it's like trying to jump just a little bit, but when you're in motion, when you flying drone, when practicing in simulator, you will not feel that. Trust me, will not. And even like that, it can be, you can adjust few other settings, maybe the rates a little bit, and the centers, so it will be smoothed out. That's not an issue, and I think it can be completely eliminated. But this is the only maybe negative, I can't even say negative thing I can think about this controller. Everything else, from the feeling, from the precision, from the quality of the gimbals, I'm going to be honest, quality are actually good. For this price, the quality, it's fantastic. I was not expected. So for this reason, yes, I will recommend this controller, and I think, me personally, I will use it more often when I will practice FPV simulators, and I will make more videos. You're probably gonna see it around. So this is StartRC from STARDRONE StartRC, and I'm going to leave some links in the description below. There are no affiliate links, or I'm not going to sell you this controller, but if you want to check and follow the people, the company who sent me this controller, I'm gonna put everything in the description below. But I am happy. Once again, this non-sponsored, non-affiliate video. I've been sent this for free indeed, but this does not influence at all what I have to say about this controller, and I like it. It has a little bit of dead zone, very little bit, but it's really lightweight, good quality gimbals, it's accurate, good precision. You probably saw on this video across. And yeah, thank you very much for watching one more time, and don't forget to subscribe. This is Gabriel from FPV Simulator, and let's land here, and I hope to see you again.